Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers always think about being champions. It is in the franchise's DNA, and for this reason they make deals that surprise everyone, some successful, others not. Rob Pelinka will continue to make deals next summer. The Lakers are interested in a great center, who was already an NBA champion with the Warriors. The Los Angeles Lakers are riding a gigantic wave of momentum in the midst of 2025 All-Star Weekend festivities, as the franchise has won 10 out of their last 12 contests and are still implementing ex-Dallas Mavericks superstar Luka Doncic into the fold after he was acquired via trade on February 1. Sitting at 32-20 and maintaining the number 4 seed in the Western Conference, Los Angeles looks to be rolling despite plenty of question marks regarding their center rotation. Following the franchise's rescinded trade that would have brought in Charlotte Hornets center Mark Williams, Los Angeles desperately signed 12-year veteran center Alex Len in the buyout market. Unfortunately, Len likely won't serve as a long-term solution past this season. With the Lakers' need for a solid big extending into the 2025 offseason, their general manager Rob Pelinka could be aggressive in his pursuit of an exceptional rebounder with championship DNA from the Golden State Warriors, Kevon Looney. At 29 years old and entering unrestricted free agency this summer, Looney will surely draw interest from plenty of suitors, but Los Angeles could likely be the most willing to bring him along prior to the 2025-26 campaign. The former number 30 overall pick in the 2015 NBA draft to Golden State, Looney has become an integral piece of 3 title-winning Warriors teams over the past 10 seasons. His impact on the team's most recent championship victory in 2022 was undeniable, as he averaged 5.8 points and 7.6 rebounds while shooting 63.8% from the field in the 2022 NBA playoffs. In just 16.1 minutes this season, Looney has contributed 5.0 points and 6.9 rebounds for a Golden State team trying desperately to claw their way back into the postseason picture. Los Angeles's potential signing of the 6'9" big man could be justified by their previously reported interest in both he and Golden State's skilled perimeter defender and athletic dunker Gary Payton II prior to this season's trade deadline on February 6. With Looney as a potential acquisition for Los Angeles, the team would gain an incredibly reliable option with plenty of playoff experience as a 3-time NBA champion with Golden State. He'd likely fit in as a respected veteran and screen-setting savant due to his experience playing alongside 4-time NBA champion Stephen Curry. As a prospective member of the Lakers, he'd be using his mastery of two-man actions as a roller to assist both Doncic and LeBron James in their quest for a title. The Lakers superstars will only have a chance to be champions if they are healthy. A lot of responsibility will fall on the shoulders of Luka Doncic and LeBron James. The Los Angeles Lakers are a good basketball team. There is no doubt about that. Are they a great one? That is the question that will need answering in the second half of the 2024-25 NBA season for the Lakers. With Los Angeles retooling on the fly, after their stunning acquisition of Luka Doncic before the NBA trade deadline, the current team will need to overcome a lot of sizable yellow flags if they want to make a deep run in this year's NBA playoffs. Ultimately, the hopes of a deep playoff run may be exclusively tied to whether Doncic and LeBron James look like the best players on the court for the majority of their contests come April, May, and perhaps June. Get the backpacks ready for Doncic and James. The Lakers' issues in the frontcourt are so well known that someone's grandma who occasionally flips through the channels on her television set is probably aware of them. That conversation has been done to death. Be that as it may, their issues at the center spot are not going away and can play a factor into holding this team back for the remainder of the season. This current Lakers roster is not particularly built to withstand injuries either. This was evident in their disappointing result against the Utah Jazz before the NBA All-Star break. An injury to Jackson Hayes, plus the absence of Gabe Vincent and Dorian Finney-Smith, turned what should have been an easy win into a concerning loss. All that being said, the Lakers are equipped with two elite playoff risers for this year's postseason, James and Doncic. A huge part of the legacy and mystique around LeBron has always been his ability to carry lackluster rosters way further in the playoffs than they have any business being. There should be valid questions about the capacity to which James can still do that, considering he is 40 years old, but it is notable that there was seemingly a switch that was still flipped during last year's postseason. Despite the first-round exit against the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers superstar had a strong 5-game outing in that series. James averaged 27.8 points, 6.8 rebounds, 8.8 assists, 2.4 steals, and 1.0 block while playing 40.8 minutes per game. If Father Time leaves LeBron gasping for air a little more than usual this season, there is some comfort in knowing Luka's history of elite playoff performances. During his postseason career, Doncic has averaged 30.9 points, 9.4 rebounds, 8.0 assists, and 1.7 steals per game. The former Dallas Mavericks superstar was responsible for elevating his old team on multiple occasions to stages that one could easily argue were above the pay grade of that roster. The main instances being referred to are the 2022 Western Conference Finals appearance and last year's NBA Finals berth. Of the two superstars, Doncic will face the higher pressure to wear the backpack and be responsible for a sustained run in the NBA playoffs, due to his younger age and the general belief that his positioning among the game's best exceed that of James at this point. However, both LeBron and Luka will need to play out of their minds this spring to ensure the Lakers can start thinking about banner number 18 in Los Angeles. Lakers LeBron James could extend career following acquisition of superstar point guard. Los Angeles Lakers superstar and future Hall of Famer LeBron James has hinted at his possible retirement for a few years now. The 40-year-old is still one of the top players in the NBA but knows his time in the league is running out. However, the Lakers recently pulled off a stunning trade to acquire superstar guard Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Anthony Davis. The move gives Los Angeles two of the top offensive players in the league in James and Doncic and makes them formidable foes in the Western Conference. During All-Star Weekend, James spoke about whether or not he had thought about extending his playing career solely because of the Doncic acquisition, but stopped short of giving a definitive answer about his future. "No, I haven't thought about that. Just the excitement to be able to add a caliber of player like that. It's given me energy. Just excited to see what we can do. I think we can be really good going down the stretch," James said. James' playing career has already reached unprecedented marks. He has spent more than half of his life playing in the NBA, and at the age of 40 is still a legitimate MVP candidate. This season, he is averaging 24.3 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 9.0 assists. He was also named as an All-Star for the 21st time in his 22-year career. While it seems like James will be able to play for an eternity, the reality is that at some point down the road, he will put an end to his long career. Doncic, meanwhile, is just getting started in what is looking to be a Hall of Fame career. He is only 25 years old and has already made All-NBA First Team 5 times, and he has been a perennial MVP candidate every season since his rookie year. He helped lead the Mavericks to a trip to the NBA Finals last year and has his eyes set on winning it all with Los Angeles. The duo has the potential to be the most potent in the entire league, and if the Lakers can ink Doncic to a long-term contract, the torch will eventually be passed from James to Doncic when the former decides to finally call it a career. Well, a new report this week adds more fuel to the idea that the Los Angeles Lakers fleeced the Dallas Mavericks last month. Since the completion of the trade, other lead executives have privately vented they could have bested the Lakers' offer. One that didn't even include all of Los Angeles' top chips, The Athletic reported this week. Their teams were left in the dark, unlike how it normally goes when a generational performer hits the market. But the way this trade went down was on brand for Mavericks GM Nico Harrison, who had deliberated it with staffers in his front office for weeks. History will reveal whether the Lakers or Mavericks won the Luka Doncic trade. Harrison was dead set on bringing Anthony Davis to Dallas and sending out a player whose work ethic he questioned. Davis certainly looked like a great addition in his first 3 quarters with the Mavericks. However, his long history of getting hurt returned. And he is now sidelined for at least a month with an abductor injury. As of today, LA General Manager Rob Pelinka continues to look like a genius for somehow pulling off one of the most stunning trades in NBA history. The Dallas Mavericks, moving their top star, completely caught the basketball world off guard. But the return they received for a top 3 player in the world was even more shocking. It has been a major topic in the weeks since as the debate rages on who won the deal.